If you live life the hard way, it's easy. And if you live life the easy way, it's hard.
Anytime you're up against something that's difficult, that's hard, that's scary, and you do it, you reach a new level of self-belief, self-love, self-confidence.
When I went into the gym, I put my gym bag down and I immediately attacked the weights.
I recently sat down with Dean Graziosi for a one-on-one interview, and so to celebrate that, here is a special Dean Graziosi espresso from our vault. Enjoy.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
So David Keckish is a friend of a friend really, but I've met him a couple times. Great guy. And he was paralyzed from the neck down. A guy that was into health and fitness and taking care of his body. And living in a wheelchair, not being able to do anything for himself, he's thrived on a whole new level and does so much for innovating and helping other people with the same circumstances. But the reason I'm sharing this is because he did 30 Keckish credos to live by if you want to live a joyful life. And this is somebody in a wheelchair now. Remember the obstacles he has every single day when he wakes up. Can barely swallow on his own. I mean, think about that, right? So one of his credos is, if you live life the hard way, it's easy. And if you live life the easy way, it's hard. And here's what I equate that to. We have to pick our pain. Think about that. Now, let's just use a silly analogy. Is working out easy? No, it's a pain in the butt. Going to the gym, it might be hard. It's painful, right? But not exercising and not working out, will that be painful someday in your life? Will it be that you're out of shape and you get heart failure? Will it be out of shape and you're overweight and get diabetes? Will it be out of shape that you don't have muscle tone and you break a hip someday? I mean, you might be young, not thinking about that now, but living the easy way of no working out, can that be more painful? Absolutely. What about eating healthy? Can it be painful to eat the right food and not choose the greasy fried food and not get up and have a coffee and a donut and try to have green juices and live green veggies and eat lean protein and do those things? Is that a pain? Yeah. And it's kind of hard. It's the hard way. It's the hard way, but it gives you an easy life. So you're full of abundance, joy. You feel healthy. You want to thrive. You can run. If you have kids, you can move, or when you have kids someday, or you can live to see your great grandchildren, right? So living the hard way, meaning do the right thing, eat the right food, work out, might be a little hard, but that's the path to an easy life. If you want to live the easy way now and not work out and eat terrible food, maybe it's temporarily easy, but will that give you long-term health and satisfaction? And even if you make the money without your health, are you really wealthy? Heck no, right? But think about that also with your success. This is the Millionaire Success Habits podcast. But the foundation for success is if I gave you the tools to make money, but didn't share with you that you should be fulfilled and satisfied and healthy, then I'm just a fraud. Because it all ties together. If you got money out of the way today, the next thing you would be worrying about or thinking about is, how do you live the best version of you? How do you be the best mom, dad, son, brother, cousin, spouse, right? So I want you to think about it when it comes to your next level of income, next level of long-term wealth, or starting a side business. The easy way is hard in the long run. The easy way is to settle for the job that you're in that's killing you. The easy way is to look for a magic money machine online and not spend time with your habits. The easy way is hope that someone does it for you. The easy way is to hope the government changes the rules and more money comes to you. That's all the easy way. And what do? You sit around and hope for years and years and years, and then you look back at the end of your life and time is gone. You look back at the end of your life and you go, I wish I would have gone after it harder in the beginning. So the hard way may be listening to podcasts like this, reading books like Millionaire Success Habits and all the other books that come from people that are actually doing it, or get enrolled in courses, or get involved in a mastermind, or dig deep to find the research to know if you're in the right path, if you're in a future-proof industry or not. Yeah, that might be a little harder now. It might be harder now to wake up when everybody in your family tells you you're insane, when your friends and relatives say you should be happy with the life you have, or people tell you you don't have enough money, you don't have the right education, you don't live in the right area, you don't have the right pedigree, you didn't get the right degree. People can all tell you that. And it's hard to overcome them. It's hard to overcome getting up and going for it. It's hard to overcome procrastination. It's hard to overcome getting sucked into social media. Go check your bank account and 2 hours go by going down rabbit holes of stupid things. That's hard. It's hard if you're in a relationship and the other person thinks that you should be strict and steady in your job and do the right thing and follow the rules. It's hard to step out of the line when 98% of the world listen to somebody else. They live a mediocre life. They live an okay life. Do you want to live an okay life? Or do you want to live an outstanding life? Do you want to live a good life? How's your relationship? Good. How's your health? Good. How's your income? Good. How's your job? Good. Do you want to live good? Or do you want to live excellence? Do you want to live great? Do you want to live an outstanding life? If we do, then David Keckish has it right. The Keckish credo that if you want to live the hard way now gives you the easy life. The easy way now gives you the hard life.
Self-confidence comes from doing difficult things. Anytime you're up against something that's difficult, that's hard, that's scary, and you do it, you go through, you take on the thing that you didn't think you'd be capable of doing. Every time you do that, you reach a new level of self-belief, self-love, self-confidence. Whereas every time you come up against that difficult thing and you tell yourself that you can't do it, and you play small, you slowly degrade your self-confidence. You lower your standards in what you expect of yourself. And so therefore, the entire game, you want to win the game of life, you want to boost your self-confidence, love yourself more, it comes from doing difficult things. I'm going through something difficult right now. I found out 4 months ago that I've got really high cholesterol. I do a physical every year, it's never showed up, but all of a sudden I'm popping the charts on cholesterol. And I've got a pretty bad family history of it. Both sides of my family, my grandfather had to have a pacemaker installed instead of his heart. And when I went to the doctor, her first recommendation was, okay, we got to start putting you on the drugs. I forget what drug it is, but to lower your cholesterol. It's like, whoa. How about, what are some other options here? I don't want to default to having drugs. I'm 40 years old. I'm going to live for another 80 years. I don't want to be on a drug for the next 80 years of my life, right? 2/3 of my life. What are some other options? And listen, in general, I'm not eating pounds of potato chips and living an unhealthy lifestyle. It's just I'm more predisposed to it because of my family conditions. So she said, okay, well, here's what you need to do. You need to not eat any crappy foods. You need to exercise and work out more. You don't smoke, so that's good. And that was basically it. She's like, okay, you got 3 months. 3 months to go. And I went to go see her last month to get my updated blood results, and I improved it, but I'm still in the high category. And it felt like a lot of work. I did a 90-day challenge. I didn't eat any junk food, no fried foods, no cheat days, nothing. Working out every day, and I'm still in the high category. And when you get that result, it can be deflating. It could be, man, I spent so much time and so much effort, and it was so hard. It was so hard. Like, when do I get a break, right? It was so hard. Nina and I were already planning for the Saturday after my blood work to go and eat something. To have some pizza or noodles or something to celebrate. Like, nope, sorry, can't do it. And so the doctor said, hey, you know what? You're getting better. You're still, what was my numbers? I was a 6.1 something in cholesterol, and I ended up being 5.6 last month, and I need to get it to 5.1 or something to be out of the high category, or below 5.1. So she said, you know what, I'll give you 3 more months. 3 more months. 3 more months to try to get it under control. Otherwise, we have to go on the drugs. So now I'm in the next hard stretch where it's working out even more every day, where it's being even more careful on the diet. And it's really hard. It's really hard. You know what? If I end up having to at some point go on the medication, that's fine, but I want to feel like I gave it everything. I want to give it my all, that I I really tried, because I tie my self-identity to doing difficult things. I don't want to just default accept that, okay, here's what happened, and so this is what has to happen, and that I didn't even get a shot to try. Did you try, right? I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and feel like I tried. I tried my hardest. I did the best that I could. With anything, with the cholesterol, with making videos, with my relationships, everything. I want to feel like I tried. I tried my hardest. I did my best. And so if you're stuck in a difficult mode right now, you're trying to get your business off the ground, you're trying to accomplish whatever goal you've got in front of you, step number one is you tell yourself you do difficult things. That if the words scary, difficult, or hard pop up in your head, you're saying it out loud, you're writing it in a message, that means you have to do it because you do difficult things, period. Not accepting that as a good enough reason for you to play small. Step number two is then being proud of your effort. Did you try your hardest? Did you put your max effort in? Pass the pillow test, right? The pillow test, when you put your head on your pillow at night before you go to sleep, can you genuinely say that you're proud of the effort that you put in today? And you want to win more days than you lose, right? You want to pass the pillow test as much as possible. And then step number three, I would say, is be around the people who are doing it. And thankfully for me, I've got my wife who's pretty much joining me on the journey. She's not here right now. She's inside Costco. We're filming this video. Where's Costco? There you can see Costco. We're here at Costco. She's getting healthy food in there. We got the dogs with us. Timo was about to pass out. We love you, Timo. She's going inside and getting some healthy food for us. And so it's great to be around the people who are doing it, but also to try to surround yourself with people who are playing at the level that you want to play at. So watching videos, right? The videos always do it for me. I'm a visual learner. I love being around the people who are doing the big things. But it may be podcasts, maybe books. The more that you're around the people who have the standards that you want to have for yourself, the more it'll pull you in that direction. So I'm going through this fight myself right now, and I'm sure you're going through some fights of your own. And if you follow that three-step process of 1, you do scary, difficult, hard. 2, you're proud of your effort on a daily basis. And then 3, surround yourself with the people who have the standards that you want. Even if those people are remote, that you never actually meet, you do those 3 things, you'll start raising your own standards. You'll start doing the difficult things. And by virtue of that, you'll start having more self-confidence, more self-respect, and more self-love. Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I want to know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? When you just watch a video and you get motivated, the sign says you have a 35% chance of following through. That's it, 35% chance. You're motivated, 35% chance of following through. But when you create a plan of action for what you're actually going to do, that jumps to 91% chance of following through. And when you commit to somebody else and make it public, that goes to 95%. Believe Nation, I want you to follow through. So tell me your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week. Put it down in the comments below so I can celebrate you.
So what's up, man? It's good to see you. I see you all over the place. I see you hustling. Dude, your book, Built to Serve, you are built to serve. There's a difference when, I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years. I've been in the self-education industry for 24. Doesn't even seem possible. But there's a lot of people that when you kind of meet your heroes or you meet the people behind the book, a habits book, a Built to Serve book, a time management. It's like you meet the guy with the time management book and he's late getting on stage and stressed out of his mind in the green room. Like, there's no congruency is what I wanted to say. And before we chat today, I just want to honor you and give you congruency. What you wrote in this book is really who you are, man. You are built to serve. If you didn't check out Evan's Built to Serve, you should check it out. The truth is, I'm not all the way done. I freaking love it. My biggest problem is every book I read, Evan, I listen. I have such a hard time reading. I still have dyslexia. It still doesn't stick. So it's taken me longer, but when I actually read a book, it sticks. So highly recommend it. And it just you. It's like it's having a 200-page conversation with you, which is always cool.
Cool, man. Appreciate it. Well, I also have an audiobook version. I read it myself, so there's always.
Oh, dude, please send that to me.
Because I was so enthusiastic about, achieving my vision and turning my vision into reality and winning one championship after the next, there was always excitement and enthusiasm there. So when I went into the gym, I put my gym bag down and I immediately attacked the weights. There was many times we started out by doing maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes of ab work in the beginning to warm up, to do maybe 500 Roman chair sit-ups or something like that to warm up, and then we got right into it, or we go right into the whole thing. But it was right away, warm-up set, then the next weight up, boom, boom, all the way to the top until you just can't do it. And supersetting, everything was always supersetting, and 3 pumped sets and 4 sets in a row, 5 sets in a row. So it changed on what exercise we did, but it was always all out. And like I said, the training partner was always responsible to challenge you at all times. So that was the thing. I challenged my training partners, if it was Frank Zane, if it was Dave Draper, if it was Sergio Oliva, whoever the training partner was in any given moment, we challenged each other kind of in a fun way, but there was challenge there so that you don't slack off, so you don't give yourself a break.
If you want to see the one-on-one I did recently with Dean, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll love it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
The world needs it, let's do it. If we don't shift our mindset, nothing changes. Let's break the internet again,
Let's do it again.